So our video today is going to show how to take dried pepper seeds and grow an entire new generation of pepper plants. We saved some seeds from dried guajillo peppers back on Christmas of this year, and we're simply going to rehydrate them and try to germinate the seeds. So the process starts with a small handful of seeds that we're going to put in a mason jar and allow to soak overnight. And then the next day, once they've soaked, we're simply going to strain the seeds out of the water, wrap them up in a damp paper towel, and put them in a Ziploc bag. Store them in a warm, dark place for about a week to 10 days and see if they germinate. We started this process on January 2nd, so we'll see how long it takes. We're going to give them about 7 to 9 days on top of the fridge to germinate. So here we are 9 days after sealing the seeds in a Ziploc bag. We'll open them up and take a look and see if they germinated or not. We've got about a dozen seeds wrapped up in this paper towel. So taking the first look, they did a really nice job. We have about 10 seeds that germinated that we will be able to get into soil and let the process begin. If you look, they have some really good root growth started already, so I'm really excited to see where they go. And the process is pretty simple. It's just placing the seeds gently in soil and covering them up and getting them up under grow lights. Of the 12 seeds that I put in that envelope, 10 of them sprouted a root. I did plant all 12 just to see if the other 2 would start. They were planted about a ½ inch deep to give the roots plenty of cover, and then they were just gently covered back over with soil, and you can see the soil was already pretty damp, so I didn't need to water them in. And now we have a first look at the sprouted peppers about 4 days after they were placed in the soil. This is the 15th of January, so they've been in the dirt for about 4 days. And of the 10 that were germinated and 12 total seeds, we have 7 that sprouted pretty healthy sprouts. I'm excited about that because, again, these were dehydrated seeds that had gone through a drying process. So to get more than 50% germinated, I was really happy. And here we are on the 22nd of January, about a week later, and you can see these have started to grow really nicely. They've been in the ground for a total of 3 weeks, really, when you consider the germination in the Ziploc bags as well. And they're really showing some nice second leaf growth. Of the 7 that were growing, 6 of them have really nice sets of second leaves coming on. So we'll continue to watch these and see how they progress over the next couple of weeks. And now we're about 7 weeks into the process, 6 to 7 weeks. It's the 15th of February, and it's time to up pot. You can see in the 6 cell that I started growing these in, they have a pretty healthy root system. And before they get too root bound, I want to get them into some larger pots. So we're going to take these smaller cells and we're going to up pot into the 3-inch round pots. Get them into some good potting mix and give them a little bit of a fertilizer boost just to give them some extra edge on their early growing. We just used a regular bagged potting mix for this, nothing special. And then I used a kelp fertilizer for a little bit of a boost. So these are pretty healthy looking 6-week old pepper plants. Here's the last of the 6 being potted up. And I did have a 7th pepper, but I'm not going to pot that one up because it just didn't have that healthy look. So we're going to cull it and only have 6. And then here is a look at the peppers after they're all potted up at the 6-week mark. Today is the 2nd of March. So these have been growing for 8 weeks. And I've up-potted them one time. And they are doing incredibly well. You can look and see the growth on this pepper is just phenomenal. There's already multiple side shoots coming off. And after the fertilization, when I up-potted, they're actually starting to blossom. So this weekend I will be doing an experiment with pruning, taking the growth tip off of these peppers to see if I can get them to bush out even more. But just a quick update. Those are again, the seeds that we rehydrated from dried guajillo peppers that we purchased in a market this fall, just to see if we can get them to grow. These are going to be a great addition to our garden this year. So we'll keep you updated on how they grow.